Hello everyone, my name is Shadow, and today I'll be doing a review on the KWA T10, or more like a post-review. Even though I've already done a review on this rifle, I'm doing this mainly because I'm giving my thoughts and opinions on the rifle after using it for several months. With that being said, take that in mind. This video might not be exactly for you if you have a different idea or needs or wants. But if those needs and wants are the same as mine, I hope you enjoy the video. For those of you who are just passing by, thank you, and I hope you enjoy it. With that being said, let us begin.
As many of you may already know, the T10 is one of the latest releases from KWA. So what are the pros and cons of the T10 that I want to address? Let's start with the pros. The main feature of the T10 is its kinetic feedback system, which gives a small touch of realism that simulates recoil as if it was a real rifle. While the recoil is not one-to-one per se, it still gives it a nice touch, and for me, as mainly a Milsim player, it gives me more immersion while playing. I noticed that while using an 11-volt LiPo battery, the recoil of the feedback system has a lot more kick to it. The other positive quality is the gearbox, which is gate tightened or Aster ready. Having little to no need to modify the gearbox is a plus to me, although the gearbox is not without its faults. Straight out of the box, the T10 has a very decent FPS, clocking in at around 395 to 400 in semi, and 385 to 395 on full auto, making it an adequate outdoor replica to use. Take in mind that also the chrono was recorded after using the T10 for a few months already. As far as the pros, that is it. So, what are the cons? To go back to the gearbox, while the T10 is gate ready, the access to the gearbox is unfortunately very difficult, making you remove the gearbox out of the shell first before even being able to remove the buffer tube. If you aren't an experienced tech, this can present a dilemma, and while there is manuals online and videos on how to disassemble the T10 down to the gearbox, this to me is a negative towards the general consumer and any individual looking to upgrade their T10 on their own. Another con is, like most KWA replicas, the gearbox is proprietary, making the upgrades to the T10 very specific or very little. From asking questions to the specialized techs, they're very weary or negligent to recommend any internal upgrades to it other than the trigger system. This is because of the kinetic feedback system and the weight it produces. This could cause more stress on the gearbox and its internals. So this could make you doubt whether or not risk spending money on internals to later on have to give maintenance on it more regularly than a normal replica. And of course, DSGing the T10 is out of the question. Another downside from the gearbox is since it's KWA proprietary, you just can't remove the kinetic feedback system or make the T10 a regular build if you chose to. This is because the area in which a normal guide rod would sit and lock into is non-existent, forcing you to stay with the kinetic feedback system. Finally, something that most of the tech community and airsoft enthusiasts have asked airsoft companies to do for a while now. Please switch to Dean's connectors already. The T10 has Tamiya connectors, and while they still work its purpose, Dean's connectors produce less resistance and have a tighter connection than Tamiya's do. So let's get with the times, shall we? While this post review is very bare bones, I found that these pros and cons are one of the main things that might make or break the idea of owning a T10. Again, these are just my opinions on the T10 and what I think about it. In the end, I enjoy using the T10 more than disliking it, and it produces a nice feel while playing. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like these. Also, don't hesitate to leave your feedback and questions on the comments down below. I hope you guys have a good day and stay safe.